This morning, President Trump scrambling to put together an international coalition to help force open the Strait of Hormuz. The strategic strait now effectively blocked by Iran, which has targeted transiting tankers, sending oil and gas prices soaring.
They should be not only thanking us, they should be helping us.
Despite the president's belated outreach to several countries urging them to send warships to help escort ships through the strait, no allies have signed on so far. Germany's defense minister rebuffing the president's pressure campaign, saying, quote, "This is not our war. We did not start it." Other allies, including the UK and France, remain non-committal.
Had President Trump done the work to build a coalition of the willing, to consult and engage our NATO allies and vital partners before launching this war of choice, then they might feel more invested in ensuring that the Strait of Hormuz is reopened.
As the conflict widens, NBC News has learned the president is presented regularly with options to end the war, but has not taken any so far, according to 6 people with knowledge of the plans. The president detailing his thinking about the remaining Iranian regime.
All of their leaders are dead, as far as we know, but they're all dead. We don't know who we're dealing with.
All as gas prices continue to surge, now averaging $3.79 a gallon, up more than 80 cents in a month. The war shaking up President Trump's economic agenda in other ways, including now delaying his long-planned summit with China's Xi Jinping, meant to focus on trade and other issues between the world's 2 largest economies.
We're speaking to China. I'd love to, but because of the war, I want to be here. I have to be here, I feel.
Mr. Trump also said yesterday that he spoke recently to a former U.S. president about Iran who told him that he wished he did what President Trump is doing right now with his military campaign. Well, Mr. Trump ruled out George W. Bush and insinuated that the unnamed former president was part of the Democratic Party, but also added it's someone that he likes and is smart. Well, we reached out to all of the offices of the former presidents and aides to each of the 4 living former presidents. All deny they have had any such conversations with President Trump. Craig?
Garrett Haake from the White House. Garrett, thank you. Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.